Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal embarked on an unscheduled visit to the United States to initiate negotiations for the bilateral trade agreement, which our two countries aim to sign by the end of this year. Now, during his week-long visit, Mr. Goyal is likely to formally start the negotiations on this bilateral trade agreement, which was announced during Prime Minister Modi's visit to the US in mid-February. Subsequently, the negotiation will be taken forward by officials of the two sides, is what we're told. My colleague Himanshu Mishra joins us live from New Delhi at the moment with an update on Piyush Goyal's plan of action. Himanshu, take us through Piyush Goyal's plan in America amid Donald Trump's intensifying pitch for the imposition of reciprocal tariffs.
That's right. India has concerns, and President Trump, in fact, has been very categorical on the issue of tariffs. And India has made its own assessments in terms of how it is likely to have an impact on India's own interests, especially in the agriculture sector. Sources have told us that basically there are two broad agenda of Piyush Goyal's visit to the US. One, of course, is to put forth India's own stand when it comes to the issue of reciprocal tariffs. India is going to assert before the Trump administration that there are very important critical sectors where already the duties are very, very low. And so India, of course, doesn't want the US to impose those tough reciprocal tariffs on its own products. Second, of course, is to boost the bilateral agenda. As you remember, when Prime Minister Narendra Modi had a very important meeting with President Trump, there was an agreement to double the bilateral trade to $500 billion. And as part of that agreement, there was also an understanding and an agreement between the two leaders that India and US should put in place a new bilateral trade agreement by the fall of 2025. Now, as part of this larger decision and directive by both the leaders, the initial round of talks will be initiated by Piyush Goyal in terms of what should be the contours of this new bilateral trade agreement between India and US. And as the joint statement said, it very categorically said that the negotiations will start for the first tranche of this agreement. So Piyush Goyal's visit needs to be seen in this context. Parmeshwar.